my homie, the one and only, Big B in this thing, owner, founder, legendary Visionz, the whole nine. Where you from?
I'm from Fort Wayne. I grew up in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, and ever since then I just been back and forth, you know, Fort Wayne, AZ. So
lit. You miss AZ when you staying out here?
When I'm staying out here, I miss AZ, but like if I was staying anywhere else, I probably wouldn't miss it. You know, I grew up out there, so like, you know, just trying to get a different sight, a different, you know, scenery and shit. So
is there any like you know, with all the police violence and all the criminal stuff going on around here, like is there any like that in Arizona? When you stand out there, is it peaceful?
I mean, where I'm at, man, it's peaceful. Like I won't say, you know, there ain't no crime and shit, but you know, Fort Wayne is so small, and you know, every day, especially on the south side where I'm staying at now, like it's every night, you know. Every night. So,
I already know.
That shit a little bit different, man. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but you know. But I feel like that's why I'm here too. Like my brand, Legendary Visionz and shit, you know, like coming like for the brand behind the brand, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
what is Legendary Vision? What is it?
It's just, you know, for me when I made it, man, it was like inspiration from Nip, R.I.P. Nipsey. So it was inspiration with him, and just like when I created it, like I seen a vision, you know what I'm saying? So like I got my little sisters, like everybody grew up out here, you know. I ain't have the perfect, you know, childhood, even though I was in Arizona, you know. But you know, I ain't grow up perfect and shit. So like I just, you know, just always told myself, told my family and shit, you know, I'ma get us out this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I'ma be great. And so like that's just what formed, you know, Legendary Visionz, you know what I'm saying? I got a vision to, you know, hopefully make an impact in Fort Wayne and, you know, keep the shit rocking, you know, meet with people like you and shit, you know, that wanna build up their communities and shit. So,
inspiration,
you know,
inspiration.
Legendary Visionz, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's dope. So family, like, you know, this is the motto. Like, I you know, I thrive in it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like people just doing something good. Like, you know, that's why I feel like it's heaven. You're doing something good. And, you're being positive. You know, you ain't doing nothing out here trying to, you know, encourage others to go do negative and shit like that. Like, you know, you stepping positive. You know, I appreciate that for sure. Everybody in our whole community for real should just take heed and start doing something positive, even if you don't have a business. For real, so legendary, you know.
Legendary Visionz, man.
Legendary.
What you wanna be remembered for, man? Like you got niggas dying every day. Niggas died yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, his homies might think, you know, he went down as a legend in the hood. You know, whatever you do, like I was telling myself, you know, this earlier. Like whatever you do, man, just do that shit and be the best at what you do, bro. Like, you know. At the end of the day, like, you're gonna be, you know, remembered in some way. Somebody. So,
yeah, for sure.
You know.
So what's one thing? If I went to somebody and was like, "Who Big B to you?" and they knew you your whole life, what would you want them to say about you?
I want them to say, bro, like, there were trials and tribulations, man. Like I never gave up. I never lost sight of my vision. I never lost sight of, you know, who I wanted to be or who I had the potential to be. You know, like I was just telling you, you know, I gave up a whole full ride scholarship to ASU to go play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that off of fear. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't feel like I was gonna be great. I didn't feel I had the potential to be great. But shit, after I did that, you know, I kind of was just like, you know what? I may have given up, you know what I'm saying, on basketball and shit, but you know, I could be great doing something else, you know what I'm saying? So creating my own brand, shit, I became a realtor, a licensed realtor in Arizona, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just moving up from there. Like you can, whatever, bruh, if you want to do something, man, out of high school, college, whatever, and that shit don't work out, there's always different avenues that you could be great in as well. Like you don't gotta stop you know, with football or stop with basketball. Like, you know, I got my little cousins and everybody, they all look up to me, my little sisters, you know, so just, you know, being an inspiration to them as well, you know. Like I said, they've been out here in the hood, you know, trials and tribulations, man, only make you stronger. Just keep going.
That's right. They gonna be like, I want to do something like Big B.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be like Big B.
Yeah.
That's hard.
My little cousin, he play football. So,
okay.
Damian. Remember the name? Damian, RJ, Robert, Ho. Remember the name.
What, he in high school?
Damian, I believe he in middle school. He about to be in middle school. I don't know who he played for though. But RJ, I don't even know. But RJ, he played for Lures.
Oh, okay, that's hard.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of my family going to Lures, and
you know I don't like Lures though. You know, I can't. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like Lures. All you Lures people in Fort Wayne, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Snyder Panther guy, you know what I'm saying? But I had the chance to go up to see Jalen play, Jalen Smith. And we actually played baseball. That's, you know, grew up together. So other than that, you know, I don't like no Lewis people, you feel me?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, man. I'm just repping the fam, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I grew up in AZ, so, you know.
Give me some background on you, though, like you play basketball, got, you know, looks, like, what position you play?
I was a center.
Okay.
And then, but I could have played PG, and I never, you know, like I said, I was scared. You know, I was scared, all the other shit.
It was like the coaches around you too, probably, wasn't it? It was probably like you was the biggest girl on the team, so I want to put you in that position.
Yeah, exactly. Like my coach, she didn't know how to coach. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a good person, but as far as for coaching, that wasn't her avenue. You know. And everybody could tell. So like my stepdad, I call him my real dad, but like, you know, my stepdad had, you know, came and trained us. He was basically the coach for the team for my entire 4 years that I was in high school and shit. And to be honest with you, he the one that led us to get a championship and, you know, become runner-up 2 times in a row. So like, man, just like seeing that, like he really my inspiration too, you know, as far as for, you know, going into the business for yourself, being an entrepreneur, you know, having an entrepreneur mindset and shit like that.
Okay, so like that's what really kind of put you in the mindset when you met him.
Yeah,
that's hard. That's hard.
And he from Detroit, so like you already know he a hustler.
You know,
he get that shit. He from the D, so you know.
I love them Detroit people. I love them. I don't know too many people from Detroit though. But I got a lot of people like, like, I would say like, Gary, you can see like Michigan from Gary and shit like that, but that's as far as I've been. I play basketball up there and shit like that, but you know, it look rugged to me. It don't look that good, you know what I'm saying? I don't be seeing too many people outside hustling. I'd be like, probably on the computer and shit like that.
My dad he just be hustling in a different type of mindset. Like he got a real like entrepreneur, like ain't nobody gonna tell me no type shit. You know? So like that's where I get that shit from too. You know, so
how many brothers and sisters you got?
Shit, I got 3 sisters and I got 5 brothers.
I know Brian, you know I know B.
Yeah. I grew up with around 3 brothers though. So the other one, like I said, my stepdad, you know, he had a kid and stuff, so I call him my brother. But
that's hard.
Yeah. Show the baby. Panda, what we doing? Hey. Yeah. Markable rare to drip, Terrytown assist, doing it all, can't miss, I'm beating up back and I'm cracking, I fell off, you snapping, he just died, that's tragic, Hoochie back door, no capping, he won't smoke, let's do it, she 2 tons my music, I'm up in her heart like Cupid, I don't wanna tell you goofy, I still don't 10, I told ya, I'm big dog, I'm a soldier, make it clap, make noise, I call them my dogs, they really my brothers, and I don't wanna talk, you know how I'm bumming, I don't want designer, I jump on my money,
Panda up, 2023 put Lambo truck, 2025 put a Phantom up. He don't want smoke, no cancer, nah. Jay, my brother, he been my dog. We together, we
George Floyd shit. I want to get into that. Hell yeah.
Man, to be honest with you, I really don't even be getting into
You don't
that.
get into it?
Like, I be aware. I be keeping myself aware of the shit that goes on in the world. But man, to be honest with you,
give your insight on like what you think everybody else should do about it. Like instead of like, because I feel the same thing. Like I don't get into it either. I really just want to, just tell people like, just keep spreading love and shit like that. That's all. Keep doing shit like that. Just don't think like it's evil out here in the world. Period. You know what I'm saying? Don't attack. Don't counter evil with evil.
Right.
Shit like that.
Yeah. My mom used to always tell me, you can't fight violence with violence. You know what I'm saying? You just create, ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? You fighting fire with fire. That shit just gonna get bigger eventually. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, to each his own. Like everybody got their own opinion about the verdict and how that shit played out. Some people say, I heard some people say, 5 years or however much years they gave that dude, like that wasn't enough time, like it was an insult or whatever for murder. I don't know nothing about that, so I can't really say if it was cool or if it wasn't, but then you got the side that everybody was happy that the shit happened regardless.
It sucked though. Like I feel a lot of people when they say like they don't get that much time. You know why they saying it. I hope they ain't saying it out of no ill and spite, but like when I see people doing 25 years, for a crime they ain't doing stuff like that, and for petty offenses that that was less than an offense that so that person get that 5 year stint for it. I understand, you know what I'm saying. I see the whole theory behind it. But I mean, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, I'm about to make this time go up. Like you can't do nothing. All you can do is just sit there and pray about it. Keep on living life. Keep on walking your everyday movements and keep spreading your word. If you really feel like you can change it, then go change it. Then you know what I'm saying.
That's why we out here.
Exactly.
That's why our brand speak the volume that it do. Even like I don't know dude name, but I be seeing his merch and shit. Slow grind, yeah.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? That shit speak volumes, bro. Like the grind, the money ain't gonna come overnight. You gotta work your way to that shit. So it all comes round full circle and shit. Eventually.
And Sonny, he and I think he don't even know what he like doing. Like I think when you doing what you doing at that time, you don't really feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be feeling like nobody really supporting it, or people you really know ain't really out here saying your stuff out here, or you not seeing it like you wanted to. That shit not progressing the way you wanted to. And what he doing though, he's still touching people, and he don't even know you probably. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't know little bro at first like that. And this is his stuff, bro. So I be telling everybody, like, whatever you doing, keep doing it. If somebody watching you, bro, like, not even in a bad way, but they watching you, bro. Like, they getting inspired by you. You just showing them, something different. You showing them like what's like how to do it and shit like that. So yeah, hell yeah. So your grind, where your grind at?
Shit, my grind. What you mean by where my grind?
Your grind at? Where you gonna take it to? What's your first step into your actions? Like you saying, like I want to be out here. I want to change the playing field. Or what you want to change?
I mean, I really just want to change the community. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you, on the south side, living on the south side, I've been living out here for 2 years now, and I've been staying on the south side majority of the time. So like just seeing it, man, like I really want to, like I said, I got my real estate license. Shit, I'm about to get my license out here, try seeing how I can, move and shit. I really want to start, in the commercial side, try building, like getting more black businesses, because you see a lot of females, dudes that got businesses, you know what I'm saying, but they ain't got no, place to like do their business, everybody doing their business out their house, to each his own if you want to do that, but a lot of these buildings are like abandoned and shit like that. Like if I could fix up the businesses and get more people out here you know, in the community, then
you know your first partner about to be.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know your first partner about to be.
For
You
sure.
know we about to be.
We already talked about it, bro.
Yeah,
So
we already know that. I feel like people doing stuff online is dope and stuff, but you can actually pull up on somebody and go shopping or just go see somebody doing good for themselves. They support it. Like there's a lot of businesses you see people doing online. Like I love it, you know, see it, you know, on the street, like see them in the shop, like you know, doing their thing.
That's what I be telling people, like regardless of what the pandemic, you know, changed and shit, bro. Like that face-to-face interaction will never, like, nobody's gonna want to do shit virtually all the time. You know what I'm saying? You have those people that, you know, still want to be face-to-face, still want to be talking to people, still want to, you know, do shit, you know, physically and shit. So like having businesses, man, I just feel like, and then black-owned businesses, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you got a lot of black people that's, you know, teaching stocks, forex, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you had a place to like teach all of that shit, you know, we'll be unstoppable.
It's not even like, so like when you say like black owned, you know, it ain't Xing out any other race. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you think about the hood, the ghetto, majority of the people in the hood and ghetto are what, black people. And so it's really just, you know, even it out. Like you go to Beverly Hills, this should be the same when you go to South Central, you know. Or if you go Southtown Plaza, it should be the same when you go out west to Coventry, whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? It should be even. It should be look presentable, look nice, look, you know, updated. You know, how fast people should be making their money. Everybody should be out there making money. Right. But I feel like it's really just the culture though that's instilled in the black community though. Like, you know, like it's almost like we trying to pull each other out, and then it's that one person that yank that one person down when you get to the top. And you all gotta start over again. So it's like, what's gonna be the stoppage of that? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna really like get to that top and bring everybody up? You know. So
I think out here, man, what a lot of people struggle with is just getting out of the streets. Like get out of that hood mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people is just addicted to the quick money. You know, but that quick money brings a lot more problems, bruh. Like. Whereas, like, you know, if you getting some quick money, you know what I'm saying, get what you got to get out of it and get the fuck on, you know what I'm saying, turn that to some legal shit, you know, think of something.
So let's put them on game real quick. So give us the steps to starting in real estate. Like, where you start at, how you manifest into building a powerhouse real estate, flipping houses and all of that. What's your first starting steps?
I mean, I personally got my license. You don't really have to get your license if you want to, you know, be investing in real estate and shit. But I mean, as far as for the steps, I'm still a beginner on the investor side, so I can't really, you know, tell you about that. I would just say, you know, starting out, make sure you got your funds right, to be real. Bring the money to the table, figure out, you know, like what areas you want to do business in or what areas you want to flip, and, you know, figure out the game plan, you know what I'm saying, and just go with it, you know. They got a bunch of like different sites like Zillow and stuff like that people can find houses and shit on if you ain't got your license and stuff. And, you know, people go that route just to avoid paying, you know, realtor fees, you know, the realtor commission and shit. Okay. So like, shit, I know a lot of people out here, well, not out here, but like just in general, that's wholesaling. You know, you don't need no money to start wholesaling. You just find properties and, you know, try finding the buyer and you flip that shit and you just keep going.
So if you had somebody come to you and was like, okay, I got a 100,000 investment, I need a commercial unit, how would you go about that? What would you find? Like, you go find a commercial unit, or you go find like the person, or what paperwork you need, or if you need anything worked upon, or what?
I mean, if I had somebody that's looking for something, you know, like I said, like if you have your license, you have access to a little bit more than what a normal person would have. So like I would just start, you know, MLS. If not, then, you know, try outsourcing, you know, talking to some people, you know, your network, you know, all of that shit. And, you know, just ask more questions, figure out what exactly it is that they want, you know, because there's different types of real estate. You know, it's not just a single family house. Like, there's multifamily, there's, you know, condos, you know, townhouses, all of that shit.
So all type of shit.
Yeah. So, and then the same shit with commercial. You know, you got retail, restaurants. They're all different types of, you know, layouts in the commercial real estate field. So, you know,
that's hard though. That's hard. So like, basically, it's like you connected, you plugging people in with wholesaling. Cause I know like a little bit about wholesaling, but I never, you know, put together a deal. I know about MLS. I got the whole little software kit from I got Dome and stuff like that. It's hard. Like I can, you know, I can actually wholesale in Atlanta right now with the stuff I got. You know, I got some stuff at home, but it's just the whole like what you go about. Like, what am I sending actually, or am I really just getting into contact with realtors? I got somebody invested. You got property in this on this market I see listed. Like, that's just where I'm at with it. Like, where I hit up that realtor and be like, hey, I got somebody ready to buy something. What's up? Am I gonna lose my money and my power because I'm putting the realtor in position to just, all right, I can just offer you this house or what? Like, that's what I need to do, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I never did a wholesale deal before. I just learned it a little bit because I was going to get into it, but I never did. So like, I've heard like a lot of people avoid the realtor stuff just because the whole commission shit. You know, they want a piece of the pie type shit too. And you know, in wholesale deals, depending on the type of deal that you're doing, like, or the type of house, I should say, you know, that it is. Like, you might get a $1,200 check. You might get $2,500. You might get $15,000. You know, it varies. So like, trying to, you know, get a realtor to do your work or, you know, find a buyer or whatever, like, that's taken away from your profit and shit every time, and you don't even know, you know, what you're gonna get off the deal. You know, if it do happen sometimes. So
that's
like,
hard though. That's still hard though. You know, we might have to do our first deal together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning it, bruh. I'm definitely, you know, trying to do something, you know, as far as for wholesaling, but...
Do you think it's more so just a confidence thing where we just got to go do it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on an entrepreneur level, like, you thinking about it, you want to do it, but it's still learning it. But instead of just learning it, just go do it. And then you'll learn it once you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's the confidence thing as well as just, like, just staying consistent, to be honest with you. Like, you stay consistent, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have them sellers that's, you know, going to be, you know, shitty to you or whatever, you know, talking shit and all that other stuff. Then you're going to have some sellers that, you know, you might find a house and you might think that you could flip that shit or wholesale that shit, but it's a whole investor that's, you know, selling this shit. And then you got to figure out how to, you know, how to do that shit. So, like, I don't know. For me, it's kind of just all about having the confidence and then staying consistent with it. So.
Hell yeah. I'm ready for that though. You know, we're gonna knock out a lot of stuff, man.
Man, I got a lot of ideas, man. I keep them in the vault, bro. I keep them in the vault until I meet the right people.
Yeah. You know, like, one of my, like, biggest ideas though, like, I even say this right now, was a sports complex, you know, like right in the hood, right over there by McKinney, right there. You know what I'm talking about, that open lot, right by McMillan. Just make it a whole sports complex, but not even a sports complex, like clothing brand, like a strip mall, you know what I'm saying? With a gym and that thing, where, you know what I'm saying, just the whole setup. Like, I ain't gonna go into detail because I don't want nobody stealing my idea, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm working with
you. You already know.
You already know. We
It's
gonna have
10.
to go to AZ again, and I can show you some of the sports complex and shit out there. That way we can get like.
That's what my guy Cam Lewis. He played tennis out there. He a top tennis player. They put me on. Yeah. He real good. They got Brian Urlacher live out there. He close to Brian Urlacher and stuff like that. And so sure, we gotta go. Shit. I mean, it's all about planning though. It's the 10. And shit. Man. We already know Big B in the building. Well, we outside with it today. So well, hold it down, Big B, man. Shout out your whole clan. You know, we're gonna get out of here, man.
New merch on the way, coming soon. Legendary Visionz, remember that. If you see this logo, just know this some old shit, but got some new shit coming on the way. Legendary Visionz, bruh. You see this shit, you know it's me.
Legendary Vision. That's hard.
New shit on the way though.
New shit.
Remember that.